So we've jumped to the last game of the season for this first season in the Journeyman around Europe, and it's a huge final episode, so make sure you do stay tuned to see exactly what happens. Before we get into it, it was my birthday yesterday as I'm recording this, 2 days ago as you are watching this. So go down into the comments and wish me a happy birthday. So here we are for the final day of the season. And the reason I jumped forward was I wanted to come back after about 10 or 15 games, which would have been 30 games in. But at that point, the season was pretty much looking how it was going to look. So I thought, you know what, let's just get to the end. It brings more enjoyment for you guys, gets us further forward quicker in the early seasons of a Journeyman. So hopefully you do understand and appreciate that. But let's recap how it's been going then. First off, people out. We lost one player over the January window, Georgy Bashev. I know what you're thinking. Who? He came through our academy in season one, well, before the season started, and he wasn't that good. But we've ended up selling him to the CSK 1948 for up to 15k, money in the bank. And we brought in a couple of people. So first off, coming in was a new central defender, Nikolai Bodurov. He was 38 years old with 50 caps for Bulgaria, bringing in experience into the back line. The next player to look at was Joyev Uznov. I feel like I nailed that. He's a very bad left back, but let me explain the reason. The players complained about our lack of depth at left back, so I thought this guy might fix it. Turns out they weren't too impressed by him. Couldn't see any of his attributes. I hoped he was going to be good. We needed a goalkeeper. We had more injuries in the second half of the season, and Martin Steckenberg, aged 42 years old, 63 caps for Netherlands, came in and did a job for us for the last few games of the season. And then finally, right near the end of the season, because we did lose a player on a free, which we'll look at in a second, Nene came into us, former West Ham player from PSG, Monaco, Espanyol, Santos, Mallorca. Started playing in 1999. It's now 2024. He's now 43. Physically, do you know what? He's not bad. If you're looking, for example, if my attributes when I'm 43 were that good, I'd probably take it. He's came in and scored 3 with 1 assist in his 7 games to end the season. Now, this is why. So we lost a couple of players on a free before the winter. But then on Sunday, after 26 games this season and no club after him, just randomly left us with about 9 games to go. Still don't understand why he left. Because we were in a good position at this point when he left. And he was our starting left winger. That was why I ended up bringing in Nene. But Nene with 3 goals and 1 assist in 7 games didn't do bad. Now we did have a youth intake as well, by the way. And Plamen Vlavsky is by far the best player in it. He's a defensive no. He's the one who's already in it. Where's my youth intake? Is this mixed in? This must be mixed in. Yordan Stamatov. I thought I was thinking of Vlavsky. I've heard of him. Yeah, okay, yeah. Why mix it up? Talk about confusing me, Football Manager. Left winger, he's actually quite decent. Let me know what you think. He looks quite decent. We're never going to get to use him. Let me explain this. My contract is running out on the 30th of the 6th, so in a month. I've asked twice for a new contract. The first time, they didn't feel like I justified new contract. The second time, they just said they couldn't afford a new contract. Now, financially, we are negative 300,000. Now, we do have approximately 300, 450, 600, 700k coming in the 700k coming in the summer, which will put us in a decent position financially. We made 200k this season, and we're in the second tier. You can see that we've already got the budget for next season, even though the season's not finished. 7.3k. But they can't afford to give me a new contract. I feel like they're trying to force me out the club at this point. So is it justified to try to force me out the club? So let's go through the last few games. Well, the fixtures you've missed, basically, which is quite a few. So first off, a 2-0 victory over Tar. with Vasil, and then Sunday on the score sheet, before 3-0 victory over Yanta Gabrovo, before 1-0 victory over PFK Dobrudza. Then we played Dupnitsa and got a 1-0 victory. We then played Litex and got a 2-1 victory, before a 4-3 victory over Minyor Pernik, which took us into the winter break. We then came back from the winter break and got a 0-0 draw, before another 0-0 draw away from home against Botev's B team, before a 3-1 victory to end February over Marek Dubnitsa. We then got a 2-0 victory over Lokomotiv Gorna, before we played Pirin Blagovsgrad and got a 1-0 victory, before a draw away to PFK. We then played Gabrovo again, got a 2-0 victory, before we played Eta and got a 3-3 draw away. As you see, we've not lost a single game yet. We did go into April and hit a bit of a bad run of form. We lost 2-1 to CSK 1948 B team. We then drew against Montana before losing to CSK Sofia's B team. We then lost to Fratria, but we have just followed it up with 4 wins in a row, beating Spartak Pleven, Ludogorets B team, Nespar, and Slava 3-1. So, as you see, except for April, we've not lost any games. Yet somehow, they don't want to give me a new deal. What's the deal with this? I love the idea of a journeyman. After the first season, we off somewhere else. What's going on? So going in to the final day of the season, as you can see, we are top of the league and we are already promoted. So we have won promotion in our first ever season as a manager. But we are going in away from home today against 15th place Dunav with a chance to win the title. Now CSK 1948 are at home. Sorry, it's CSK Sofia's B team. They are at home against Yantra, who are, where are Yantra? Yantra battling relegation in 17th place. And Marek, they are... Where are Marek? Am I blind? Did Marek... they don't seem to be... Yeah, just to make it a bit stupid, they are playing 2 days later on the Monday away from home. Yeah, because that makes sense. Good job. Good job. But all we have to do is get a win. We've won 23, drew 6, lost 8 this season. We have looked really good. Our tactic, just a very basic tactic, has been solid as a rock without a shadow of a doubt. Top goal scorer for the season so far has been Vasil with 19 goals. Would you like to see him come with us? Would you like to see him come with us to our next club? He's got quite a high value. I guess that's changed due to the fact we are going up to the top division. I guess the other question is, what if they offer me a contract if we win the title? Do I stay and try to keep them in the top flight? Or do we move on? I'm kind of a bit upset that they didn't want to keep me. I'm kind of a bit upset that whenever I've asked for a new contract, I've just been ignored. So I'm very torn in my feelings for this club. Very torn at the minute. Very torn. Let's get into the final day of the season, then we can maybe after that look around the squad, etc. See how they are looking before promotion to the top flight. So unfortunately, for example, our very experienced and very expensive at nearly £500 a week right back, 35-year-old Bulgarian right back, is unfortunately suspended for today's game, which doesn't help. A few players injured. Look at, for example, Gonzalez, £190 a week. Contract is running out in the winter. Only 1 assist all season for us. So some players who I honestly thought would be good players not stepped up. Some who I wasn't sure about. Marcelino, for example, at the age of 40, is absolutely tearing it up with 12 assists and 30 for us this season. So I think we can maybe look at somebody else. Yeah, I think we're going to do that on the right wing. So we're going to go with Deshevsky in goal, Sandov, Bodurov, Shilkov, and Lakhami at left back. He's kind of pushed himself in just physically so much better than the slightly older and almost dead Mikhailo Venkov, who's now 41 and has pace of 5 and acceleration of 5. Yeah, we have seen a bit of a difference now. He's stepped up. Vlavsky, who, like I say, came through the academy before the season started, has just been a good player. 29 appearances already, only 17 years old. Marcelino and Vlad in centre mid. Zakonov, Nene on the left, and Vasil up top. He scores 20 goals this season. What a free transfer sign he was. Only signed, by the way, to fill the fact that we needed 221 players. Honestly, didn't think he was going to be that good. I didn't. If you said, did you sign him to score 20 goals this season? I'd said not a chance. Not a chance. Okay, Dunham look like they have a very nice stadium, by the way. Fair play to them. Bit nervous. And we have an injury. We have an injury 8 minutes in. So, Gonzalez is slightly injured. He can't play. Maybe. I'm torn. I might probably look at Ivanov. He's not tore it up this season, but he does have the odd glimpse. Now, a youngster who was another option just hasn't been good enough. CSK, Sofia are still 0-0. We obviously are 0-0. Okay. It is a goal kick for them. We do win it. Nene now. Pick the pass. That was very, very bad. Right, Sandov. Marcelino. Oh, Vasil. 20. Oh. I thought we were going to be getting 20 goals. Honestly thought we were going to be getting 20 goals. Short corner routine now. Marcelino. Going to play it short to Nene. Brazilian to Brazilian. Forward to Vasil. Oh, that was a penalty. That was a penalty all day long. Dimitrov driving forward now for Dunav. Goes back. Come on. The Litex did end up surviving, which is nice. Got another winger injury. I think we might now bring on the youngster, and Ivanov can go over to the other side. I think we're making an inverted winger instead of an inverted striker. So let's just do that. To be honest, if I get asked one of the reasons why I think it would be nice to move on, this club has the worst injury record I think I've ever managed in Football Manager. It's unbelievable how many injuries we've been suffering. Unbelievable. Like, we've lost now, they've scored. We've lost both wingers in the first half of this game. Constantly goalkeeper injuries, constantly defender injuries, constant midfield injuries. The only player who's not been really injured is Vasil. Oh, but we are losing. CSK Sofia are drawing still. We would stay top of the league on goal difference at the minute. Obviously, we've got to wait 2 days to see if we're champions, if this is how it all ended. Free kick for them does just go over the bar. I'm just going to give a shout and demand a bit more. CSK Sofia have had an injury. We've had 2. Nobody else has had injuries though. I feel like the gods are against us. Vasil, taking the corner, of course. Oh, do you know, next season, no matter where we go, no matter who we have, we could have the best set piece taker in their division. We take and control set pieces. I set the setup, and normally I let the set piece coach or somebody within my staff handle the takers. Not anymore. It's getting stupid now. You keep putting strikers on it drives me mad. Come on, can we please don't let them score again. Vlad, come on, we need to push on here. I desperately wanted to be crowned champions in our first ever season. I thought we gave a penalty away as well. Oh my days, it's going to go to 3. Yep, 3-0. I can confirm this will be our final game at Sportist Throga. I can't handle it anymore. It's so stressful managing this team, I'm telling you now. Oh my days. I'm thrashing my arms. You're letting yourself down. It's our final day of the season. We had a chance to be champions of this division, and you are just letting yourself down. Ivanov now. Ball across. We've got to go back with Ivanov, one of our wingers who came off the bench. I would like a Vasil goal, get him over 20 for the season. We are still top, weirdly. Like, come on. Have just adjusted so we go just a little bit more attack. Oh. Do you know, I've just realised CSK Sofia's beat him and not winning. It's 1948 CSK who were winning. So that's why we're still top, even though we lose them 3-1. I was very confused why we hadn't gone top, and I'm looking at the wrong team. Again, that's happened quite a few times this season, to be honest with you. I don't want to admit how many, but a fair few times in games I'm looking at the wrong fixture, getting excited, or getting upset, and then realising, nope, it's not actually them. And even off, come on. Goes forward to Vlad. Ball across. Vasil 20. Oh, Vasil. I want to sound just to say his name all the time. Just think it'd be cool to constantly be shouting Vasil. Oh no, CSK Sophia's B team have scored a goal. Ooh. I want to be champions. Not fair. We're going very attacking for the last 25. I think very rarely does anything. We have gone like much more direct. We've upped our tempo as well, but I'd be shocked if we got back into this, to be honest with you, as we do dink one over for some reason instead of actually putting our foot through it. Shouldn't be allowed to win the title. Title should go to second place. They don't count. They don't count. Stop cheating, man. Stop cheating. Boyshev to Dishovsky to Bashev, sorry. Oh, and back post, completely unmarked. 4-1. It's 4-1. The game's over. It's done. It's done. Done. Go and make coffee. Go and make coffee. I'll come back when we've lost. Oh. We scored a goal. We got one back. Okay, so the game is over. We did end up losing 4-2. That consolation goal from Vlad. I'm going to be almost nice to them because I am leaving. How does it feel to be in? Do you know what? It's nice to win promotion. I'm proud of the efforts. No, I'm not discussing injuries. Sorry, but I've done it all season long. I'm fed up with it. Fed up. Let's have a look, see what's being said here then. So CSK Sophia's B team has been crowned champions. We are promoted in second place in the league. 38 games, 20. Well, I mean, technically we could go to third. Let's get forward. Jesus, Lord, my players are retiring. Oh, look at this. Finally, you offer me a contract. To the end of this season, you wanted me to finish top half. Then, it's because you're still in the middle of a takeover, are we? Are we still in the middle of a takeover? No, we're not in the middle of a takeover. Do you know what, mate? No. You had so long. I've asked twice for a new contract and been completely ignored. No. Okay, they lost. So we did end up finishing the season in second place. So, top goal scorer was Vasil with 19 and 5 assists. Then it was our centre Vlad, who doesn't have a contract, by the way. So, could come with us wherever we go. He did okay, to be honest with you. In terms of assists, 13 for Marcelino. He's obviously retiring. 5 for Vasil. 4 for Ivanov. I mean, we weren't the best. We weren't the best. At this level, it does look like as long as you sign some good free transfers, you can win promotion. So I think we almost ended up at a decent place in terms of a decent standard where we could be successful without actually being that good. Media handling is quite low. I thought I took quite a lot of press conferences. I want to improve on that because I would like that high. Determination's gone up, player knowledge gone up, youth has gone up, people management's up to 3, motivation's up to 4, attacking's up to 3, defending's 2 now, tactical's up to 4, technical's 2, mental's 2, and we have 3 for working with youngsters. In terms of history then, we have signed 9 players, selling 1, we made 11.5, we have earned 13.25k with 340 days at the club. Total fees paid to agents are £525. I mean, I would like to not pay agents too much, but it's modern football, isn't it? We do have a win percentage currently at 58% as a manager, which isn't bad. It isn't bad. If we have a look at the division in general for Bulgaria then, so going down to the non-playable leagues is Yantra, Ballista, who knocked us out of the cup, Ludogorets B team, and Nesebar. Top division, European playoff is happening. But for example, CSK in 1948 actually are looking for a new manager. We can fix the stadium. If we end up going there, we really need to understand exactly who the club is compared to the other one, for example. But coming down is Berov and Sofia there. Winning the league was Ludogorets, Zanlevsky, Sofia, CSK, Botev, Sherino, Krumovgrad, etc. So blah 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 blah. Ludogorets, by the way, look like the Celtic of Bulgaria. Now, what other nations do we have active who we could maybe look at? Like, I was considering someone like Croatia, maybe second tier, maybe a team who's coming down from the top tier. I was considering the same type of thing for the likes of, for example, if we say Czech Republic, Teplice is coming down. They don't have a manager at the minute. Could we take them over and bring them back? These are the issues, though. They are negative 2 million. Them kind of things scare me a little bit. They do scare me a little bit. But could we take a club who was at top flight and has sacked the manager and they are dropping down? So if we could go to Romania, for example, they also are active. Go to Romania. We've got 3 tiers in Romania, but go to Superliga. And for example, them 2 teams are already going down. You can't see if I switch it. Click that. Does that swap? It does swap us. So you can see financially, then they have 750 grand in the bank. And then you've got this club here who are negative 54k, but again, that's not too bad. Both of them are considering letting the managers go. You've got the second tier as well. Maybe one of the clubs who didn't quite get up might end up moving the manager on, but yeah, there's options. There is definitely options here. But we've finished our first season in management. We have finished our first season in this journey. And things are looking up. Things are looking positive. We've won promotion in our first season. This here will tick over as a 1 soon. Maybe we'll get a career achievement as well and win Manager of the Year or something. I don't know. But maybe, I don't know if that's possible. But you can see here, career milestones promoted. I say you can see here, I'm talking on full screen. But I'm going to crack on. In the next episode, we will be on the job hunt. And we will also be welcoming us, or me, or you, all of us, to our new position as this European journeyman takes the next step to the next location. I've been Paul, also known as Northman. I'll see you next time.